I think a good French onion soup can be transcendent if done right. Joe, I'm sure you've had your share of nice French onion soups with thyme and putty.
I do indeed. Well, actually, when I still lived in the UK, this was like my go-to dinner party starter. And I do think, look, it's not difficult to make, but it is a bit of a labour of love, isn't it?
It is. There's a lot of stirring, a lot of sweating down of onions, but it's worth it. I mean, if you've got the patience, I mean, if you do this on Sunday, put on some music, pour yourself a glass of wine. And
now you've got me.
It's a romantic thing making French onion soup, and that's what we're going to do today.
Can I tell you what I'm happiest about, though? You've already chopped the onions.
No
I was sure you were going to give that job to me. But anyway, we've got them done.
Yes. I've got my big cast iron heavy pot. These are great for a French onion soup because when you're sweating onions down, you want a pot that's going to be able to handle it. What I want to do, we've got butter. A good quality unsalted butter is amazing for this recipe, and we're going to use a lot of it. I want 150, yes, 150 grams, just sort of roughly chopped, if that's all right. That'd be great. I've also got some olive oil heating up in our pot, and that's going to go in with the butter. Now here we've got 1.5 kgs or kilograms of just regular brown onions, just peeled and thinly sliced. That's it, and that's the basis for our onion soup. We can throw that butter straight into our pot and let that melt down with the oil. Smells great. Now we can go in with all of our onions.
Do you want me to tell you some good things about onions, Tim?
Please.
Well, onions, I think we underestimate, because we use them so often in cooking, we underestimate their nutrition. And actually, they've got some very unique antioxidants and they've got some really unique prebiotics.
Yeah.
And those are the specific compounds, mostly fibres, that actually feed your gut microbiome.
Oh, wow.
So onions, I know that some people can't tolerate them if you're on a low FODMAP diet, but that's a small number of people. Most of us, onions are so good for you. So that's the real goodness in this soup.
All right, so I've put a good whack of salt, a tablespoon, and then some cracked pepper, and then some brown sugar. That's going to help to caramelise our onions because we want them nice and rich and golden. Okay, now this is where the process starts. This is going to take about half an hour. We've got our heat on a low medium. This needs to happen nice and slowly, okay?
Yeah.
So about half an hour until our onions got a great golden colour to them. All right, Joe, so our onions have been cooking away for half an hour. My arm's sore, but now...
Isn't it amazing how all those onions have just gone down to this beautiful caramelised sauce, almost piece?
But now I've cranked up the heat and we're going to add 1 cup of dry white wine, a Savvy Bee or a Pinot Gris, whatever your drop is, and we're going to pop that in. This will not only deglaze the bottom of the pan, but start to give our French onion soup that most glorious flavour. So we just want to mix this up.
Yeah, and the boiling's getting rid of all the alcohol too, so you don't have to worry about this soup being alcoholic at the end of the day.
No, not at all. We're just left with that gorgeous wine flavour. All right, Joe, all that wine's absorbed now, so now I'll grab the flour and we just want to add 3 tablespoons of flour. That's going to help to thicken our soup. All right?
It's already smelling amazing.
I know. 2, 3, thank you. And we'll just give that flour a stir into the onions. All right, Joe. Now we're going to add a few other ingredients. So some Worcestershire sauce just gives it a really great flavour. That can go in. And some brandy, a little tipple of brandy. In we go. And then we've got some beef stock. So we need 2 litres. So we're going to use both of these beef stock, both in. Just a good quality beef stock. You can make your own stock, but a good quality beef stock like this will be just fantastic. All in. And then, Joe, if you want to throw in, we've got 4 bay leaves. They can just go in whole. And some thyme sprigs.
Pick the thyme?
No, chuck them in whole. Yeah. That's just going to permeate and perfume our soup really, really nicely.
I like it.
Which is what we want. Thanking you. I'm going to turn down the heat a little bit, just to a nice medium. And we just want to simmer this gently for 15, 20 minutes just to develop that beautiful flavour. While our soup's cooking, we are going to make some epic brie baguette toast to go on top of our soup.
Now you're talking.
All right, Joe, our soup is smelling gorgeous. I mean, it's
Coming
been
together.
bubbling away, doing its thing, but we're not finished yet. So you've sliced up some baguette for us, and what I got you to do is just to rub it with a garlic clove, just to impart a little bit of garlic flavour. You'll be surprised how much it works. Like a little goes a long way. Now, what I want you to do is to slice up some of this gorgeous triple cream brie. And I want you to, like, nice thick slices, and that's going to go on top of our toast to go on top of our French onion soup.
Okay.
Now, our thyme sprigs and those bay leaves have done their job, so I'm just fishing them out. They've imparted all their amazing flavour.
And you could use different types of cheese here, right, Tim?
Yeah, you could use a Gruyere, you could use Camembert, you could use any cheese, really. Yeah. I'm just using a triple cream brie because I love it, nice and creamy. Then we'll get our ladle in these fancy bowls and get a nice scoopage of our soup. Do the other one. One for me, one for you, Joan. Now this is the fun part.
Lovely.
We're going to top these with a little floaty. It's like a little brie island. And now we're gonna put these under the grill until they get all bubbly and delicious. And then we'll be ready to eat.
Let's do it.
All right. All right, have a look at those. I mean, French onion soup, it's an absolute classic, but I thought I'd just remind people how good a French onion soup is, and we're bringing it back.
It looks absolutely delicious.
Oh, there we go. And with those cheesy brie baguette toasts on top, they are just a full meal in itself. All right, a little bit of fresh thyme just to sprinkle onto the top. Classic French onion soup. Just,
fabulous.
Yeah, let's dig in.
Should we taste?
Yes. There we go.
I'm pulling it in.
I don't even know how to attack this, but I'm going to try some of the soup first.
Oh.
It's...
Do you know what? I had forgotten just how tasty. I've not made this for a long time, and it is so, I don't know, it's just unlike any other soup. It's just got that delicious, a real depth of flavour.
There's something about it. We're bringing the French onion soup back, guys. Give this one a go.
For sure. Bon appetit.